Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I filmed a YouTube video, so I thought, considering it's December, my birthday's in December, Sagittarius baby, I thought I'd come back with a little bit of a banger. If you're anything like me, if your feed is anything like mine on social media, you'd be seeing these cakes, these 80s vintage cakes, pop up everywhere. However, they're very hard to buy and they're very expensive. So most of the sites that I've gone to purchase one, they've said that they're sold out or they don't have enough time during December. I just feel like we can do it. We can do it easy and we can make it. So this video is a cake tutorial. If you know me in real life, you know that I'm not a baker. I'm not a cake decorator. I'm very impatient when it comes to making things. That's why any recipe I put out is like very quick and easy. So my sisters and my mum used to make the best birthday cakes for us growing up. Like, they were extravagant. My older sister has kids. My other sister's like super auntie, and they both make these really extravagant cakes for my nephews and nieces. I have never myself gotten into it. I don't think I have that gene, but I do have the belief that if you put your mind to something, you can do anything. We're gonna come up with a Beck way of recreating this 80s vintage cake. Keep in mind, I have none of the ingredients, none of the tools. We're gonna have to take a trip to Spotlight to get like the pipes and the icing things. I think I have a lazy Suzan, and I actually think I have a cake plate. I don't know why. I've never bought a cake. Anytime I ever buy a cake or make a cake, I buy the cake from the shop, and I just make it a little bit cooler with the toppings. Tim wanted a banoffee pie for his birthday, so I literally just bought a tart case, filled it with caramel, cream, banana. Easy, Bob's your uncle. It's good that that's his favorite thing. Basically what I'm saying, if I can do this, so can you, and you don't have to spend all the money on this cake, and you can just make it yourself. So let's get baking. Okay, so we're at Spotlight now because I've been told that this is where the cheapest place or the best place is to get like the piping and the icing scraper and all the things that you need. Keep in mind, I'm gonna do this the easiest way possible, and I'll have all the information in the caption below of what you need. Okay, peace. Peace? What the fuck? Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so I'm in Spotlight and I've worked out like a cheaper way of doing it. This is only like a cheaper way, I feel, if you're like me and you will literally only bake a cake maybe once a year. If you're gonna like continuously bake cakes, and buying like all of the stuff is probably good. Like, I'm never gonna use red, pink and all the food colorings again, and then buying the icing ingredients on top of that. I found this icing and I hope it works. If you're a baker, don't watch this. But they're buttercreams, so I can literally just pipe that on. It's already got the color in it. Then I don't have to buy the individual colors, because they're like $10 versus the colors at Spotlight anyway are like $5 each. So I'd have to buy 3 colors plus all the like butter, icing sugar and all of that stuff to go in the icing, which I will honestly never ever use again. So we've got this. We've got like all the different shape tips that I potentially will need. We did come up with a little bit of like a malfunction. The color scheme that I'm going for, I need the letters that are on the cake. I need red fondant for that, but they don't have any red fondant here, and I've just looked up red fondant and there's none like in my vicinity. So I think I'm just gonna try and pipe it on like the letters as opposed to having the printed ones. But I've seen that done and it can look really nice. So it just depends on my skill with a piping bag. It's actually a lot harder than I thought. I could color my own fondant, just like to add on to that. I've just realized that I could color my own fondant, but CBF. Oh my god, bless that lady. The lady that just served me at Spotlight was the nicest human being ever. She made me sign up. She's like, I won't put your email, I'll put a fake one, and then you don't have to get the spam, but you'll save on every single product that you buy. And she saved me on every single product. And then when I left, I was like, I'm gonna say Merry Christmas to her, because sometimes I forget, and I said it, and she was like, you have a Merry Christmas too. Oh, love it, love Christmas time. Such a good vibe, good spirits. Okay, going to my car and there's people here. Bye. All right, so this is what I've done. I'm gonna show you what I just got to make this take no time at all. So I've bought the White Coals Rainbow Cake. I was gonna just make the cakes myself, but then I thought I just couldn't be bothered, and I feel like this is already done. So it's just gonna be a little redecorating hack. I bought these flexible cake things. So So I'm gonna scrape off the sprinkles and stuff and see what the white icing is looking like. And then I'm just gonna like patch it up, put it back in the fridge, get all my other icings that are the different colors in their piping bags, and then start decorating it. See how it goes. So wish me luck. I have actually received a package from a company called The Healthy Baker. This isn't a sponsored video, but they sent me an 80s apron. How good. And they sent me some maraschino cherries in a jar. So I'm gonna also use the cherries for the toppings. Fingers crossed, it works. Let's do it. Okay, so that was a mission. This is the cake. Obviously it's rainbow, so you can see some of the layers because I've really gone and peeled off like a lot. As much of the icing that I can. I took the little, I was gonna maybe leave the top bits because they kind of looked pretty, but they ended up getting a bit wrecked. And I thought it would be better if I do it myself. I'm gonna pop this in the fridge for a little bit just so it's extra chilled, and then I'm gonna do the top layer. So I'm just gonna use that as like the crumb coat, and let's get back. The next interesting thing I have to do is figure out how to pipe icing, so wish me luck. Oh my gosh, guys, you might have just saw that little nightmare on that little nightmare on Elm Street. I have never piped icing before, and this is good because you can learn from my mistakes. I didn't realize that the metal thing, I didn't understand how it worked. I didn't realize the metal thing goes on the inside of the bag, and I was trying to put it on the outside, and I've just wasted like a whole bag of icing, and it's red icing, so it just went everywhere. Not 2 bags, we shimmied one, we shimmied some icing out of it. Anyway, Tim's finished work. Had to do 2 crumb coats to fully cover the crumbs. It's not 100% perfect because obviously it's a pre-bought cake, so it was hard to like make it smooth, but it's gonna be covered by the buttercream design, I'm hoping. And you know, we're gonna cross our fingers and toes and hope this works. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Are you the piper?
We've got the red icing. I'm gonna be the piper.
Do you want me to spoon it in?
Spoon it in. Very small piping bags. The dog's literally sitting on our feet right now.
Oh, she's lovely, isn't she?
Lovely, isn't she? Wait.
Because you keep making lovely the back, shibby. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said wait, because my hands weren't out of the way.
You got such big fingers though.
Can you guys tell I'm in a mood because this has been an ordeal?
She's in a mood.
It's not all rainbows. This is why I don't do cakes, because there's a lot of patience required. That's enough for now. I don't know if you tie the top.
Yeah.
Alright, Timothy, can you chuck that in there? And can you go get me the
Of course,
cake?
Rebecca. No problems, Rebecca.
Thank you very much. I can't film him because he's not wearing pants.
Nudie. Oops.
Oh my god, if you drop that cake.
I'm nearly gonna go.
See how there's some gaps? I'm hoping that the red covers that up. I'm going to do a tester. I'm gonna fucking go for it. Let's just do this first layer.
Go straight, I reckon. It's all about the angle. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is working! I'm very excited. And very hectic color. But you know, if it fails, guys, I'm still gonna show you.
No one can see it.
You'll see it in a second. You'll see it in a second. Anyone who actually makes cake is probably taking the piss right now. But you know what? I've never decorated a cake before, like properly.
Ta-da-da. Ba-da-dun-dun.
Oh my gosh, guys, I have kind of done it for the first icing job ever. And mind you, I would have done something way different, but ran out of white icing. We only had like pink and red left. I even didn't have fondant because they didn't have red fondant for like those block letters that are usually on the cake. So I had to free write it with my hand. The pressure was on. And that's why I was like, I can't really film this because I'm gonna get stressed. But now I'm just putting the maraschino cherries on top. Tim has been the best help in the kitchen. Thanks, Tim.
Always.
And I'm just gonna set them with the little bit of white icing that I have left.
Have they seen my cute apron?
No, he's even got his own apron on.
Joined for the cake, stayed for the apron.
Wow.
Wow.
These cherries are like in a jar, they're a bit mashed up. I'm just trying to find the prettiest.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, it's a bit flat, isn't it? Apparently if you can tie a cherry stem
With your tongue?
with your tongue, you're a good kisser. I've done it once.
I call bullshit.
No, I did. When I worked at a bar job, we had cherries all the time. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to settle with this cherry. It's a bit off center.
No, it's good. It's perfect.
Do I put another cherry over there?
No, I think 2 is just right.
Look at the one he's picked. It's like the littlest thing with the...
But it's lovely and plump. All the other ones look saggy and old. Oh my god, Beck, they're very sweet.
Funny. Oh! Cherry juice! What do I do about that?
There's nothing.
No!
Toilet paper, toilet paper.
Get me some toilet paper!
Just, no, don't scrunch it up. Whoa.
If Tim
God,
does it...
I am good, right?
I was trying to search for a tissue.
Bloody beautiful, baby.
I'll give you guys a show. Alright. Boom! Like, it's come a long way. It's not too bad. I think it's quite cute, if I say so myself. Like, it's not horrendous. It's not the best cake ever. But there you go. And inside is completely rainbow, which is absolutely random. Completely different to what the cake looks like. But we went from this Coles cake, which I'll put on the screen here, to this. I'm actually shocked that this has worked, guys. I am going to now have to clean up this massive mess in the kitchen. That's probably what's going to take the longest time and the time that it took for the cake to set. But I'm also going to cut into it and have a slice.
Right now.
Right now. All right, let's have a slice. I'll show you what the inside looks like. I'm a little bit concerned. Look at the inside of this cake, guys. What the frick?
I slaved.
You did not. Obviously, I did not make the rainbow part. That's the Coles cake, but the icing, this icing is way nicer than the Coles cake icing, so I'm excited to try it. All right, so after slaving away many hours of setting icing in the fridge, we have got, and my first time ever piping, we have got
You nailed it.
the cake. Do you want to have the first try?
Yeah. A big bit.
That is a big bit.
What a dodgy little spoon.
You can have more. Good cake?
That's good cake.
The actual cake part, I'm interested to try. It's a lot of icing.
Give me
But-
more of that icing.
The actual Coles cake part's pretty good.
Coles does a good cake.
And you know what? I actually like maraschino cherries.
Oh, no, they're horrendous.
I think I do.
They taste so weird.
It kind of tastes like pink medicine. But I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Lots of people don't like that flavor, but I love that.
I don't mind the flavour, but I don't want it on my cherries.
Anyway, I'll put all the things that I used in the caption below, and you guys can make a random hybrid cake like this. If you can find like another cake that you can take the icing off it as well, that's not the rainbow cake, go for it. The rainbow was probably actually harder because it had the sprinkles on it and because the cake is colored, but it still worked nonetheless. All right, bye.
Bye.
You're smashing that cake.